trail of violence ends in a hail of bullets as 4 shot dead in Rosemount police shootout. What began as a brazen murder under the cover of darkness ended in a storm of gunfire Wednesday night as 4 men met their fate in a violent confrontation with the police. The quiet of the Rosemount district was shattered just before 10 p.m., marking a bloody close to a night that had begun with bloodshed in the hills of Guy's Hill. The chain of events was set in motion hours earlier with the cold-blooded killing of a man in Guy's Hill. The suspects, authorities say, fled the scene, believing they could vanish into the night. Crammed into a Kia motor car, they sped towards Linstead, their headlights cutting a path through the Jamaican darkness. But their escape was short-lived. A police team, acting on intelligence, lay in wait. The silence was broken by the squeal of tires and the crushing impact of metal as the suspect's vehicle crashed, bringing their flight to a jarring halt in Rosemount. But this was not a surrender. In a scene ripped from a crime thriller, the doors of the damaged car flew open. The occupants, rather than yielding, spilt out with weapons blazing, unleashing a torrent of bullets towards the officers. The police took evasive action and returned the fire, was the terse official account from the scene, belying the chaotic and life-or-death struggle that erupted on the street. For moments that must have felt like an eternity, the night echoed with the crackle of gunfire. Then, as suddenly as it began, an eerie silence descended. When the smoke cleared, the grim toll was revealed. 4 men lay wounded, their escape attempt ended by volleys of police bullets. The 5th figure, a ghost in the ensuing chaos, had melted into the surrounding shadows and remains at large, a lingering question mark in the night's violence. The police securing the scene recovered 2 illegal firearms, tangible proof of the deadly threat they faced. The 4 injured men were transported to the Linstead Hospital, but it was a futile journey. They were all pronounced dead, their violent path culminating on a cold mortuary slab. Now the investigation begins. With the echoes of gunfire faded, the Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the matter, tasked with piecing together the final furious moments of a night where violence was met with violence and 4 lives were claimed in its wake. St. Catherine man fatally shot by police after allegedly pointing gun at officers. The 25-year-old St. Catherine man was shot and killed by a police party on Tuesday evening after he allegedly pointed a firearm at officers, leading to an exchange of gunfire on the streets of Spanish Town. The deceased has been identified as Stephen Campbell of Banton district in the parish. According to police reports, the incident unfolded around 6:30 p.m. when law enforcement personnel responded to a disturbance at a business establishment along Yonge Street. Upon arrival, Campbell was allegedly observed brandishing a gun and threatening members of the public. The police commanded him to drop the weapon. Instead of complying, he reportedly fled the scene, leading officers on a pursuit onto Burke Road and then Morrison Street. The confrontation reached its climax when Campbell was accosted by another police team. Law enforcement officials state that he then pointed the firearm directly at them. The police allegedly took evasive action and fired, injuring the man, a report from the scene detailed. At the scene, police say they retrieved a .38 revolver from Campbell. The weapon was found with its serial numbers erased, a common practice to hinder the tracing of illegal firearms. Campbell was transported to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. In the wake of the shooting, the Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe into the matter, as is standard procedure for police-involved shootings. The investigation will seek to piece together the final moments of the encounter and determine the exact circumstances leading to the fatal shooting. elderly prisoner drowns after leaping from police vehicle into Rio Cobre. An elderly male prisoner, 73-year-old Melton Smith, a farmer of Linstead in St. Catherine, met a tragic end on Wednesday afternoon after he reportedly leaped from a moving police vehicle into the treacherous waters of the Rio Cobre. The incident occurred on the notorious Flat Bridge as the man was being transported to face serious criminal charges. According to police reports, the prisoner was being moved from the Linstead lockup to the Spanish Town police station to answer charges related to the sexual assault of a minor. The routine transfer turned catastrophic on the iconic but dangerous bridge in St. Catherine. A disturbing video footage obtained by the local media reveals the moments of the man's desperate escape attempt. The prisoner, who was handcuffed to a tire, is seen flipping from the back of a Toyota Hilux pickup truck and striking the hard concrete surface of the bridge before tumbling over the edge into the river below. The video evidence underscores the perilous nature of the attempt. Moments after the man disappeared beneath the water, the tire to which he was shackled was seen floating freely downstream, a stark testament to the force of the current. Emergency services, including the Jamaica Fire Brigade and police units, were swiftly dispatched to the scene. In a subsequent video, personnel are observed engaged in a recovery operation, appearing to retrieve an object from the murky water. The investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident, including the prisoner's transport conditions, is ongoing. The Flatbridge area of the Rio Cobre is known for its strong currents and has been the site of numerous drownings over the years, adding a layer of grim inevitability to the fate of the escapee. The event has cast a spotlight on both the alleged crime and the procedures for prisoner transportation in Jamaica.
Hey everyone! Today I'm diving into the life of a true reggae icon, Buju Banton. Born as Mark Anthony Myrie on July 15, 1973 in Kingston, Jamaica, Buju's journey is nothing short of inspiring. Growing up in a poor neighborhood, Buju was exposed to the harsh realities of life early on. But instead of succumbing to his circumstances, he found solace in music. At just 12 years old, Buju recorded his first song, The Ruler, which marked the beginning of his illustrious career. By the early 90s, Buju was a household name in Jamaica. His breakout hit, Bogle, catapulted him into the limelight. But it was his album Mr. Mention that solidified his status as a reggae superstar. Buju's unique voice and powerful lyrics resonated with fans worldwide. Buju's music often touched on social issues, from poverty to inequality, making him a voice for the voiceless. His 1995 album, Till Shiloh, showcased a more spiritual and conscious side, with tracks like Untold Stories and Not an Easy Road. This album was a turning point in his career, highlighting his versatility and depth as an artist. However, Buju's journey wasn't without its challenges. In 2009, he was arrested on drug charges and sentenced to 10 years in a U.S. prison. But even behind bars, Buju's spirit remained unbroken. Upon his release in December 2018, Buju made a triumphant return to music. His Long Walk to Freedom tour in 2019 was a massive success, proving that his influence and impact on reggae music were as strong as ever. Buju Banton's story is one of resilience, transformation, and unwavering passion for music. From his humble beginnings in Kingston to becoming a global reggae icon, Buju's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and the enduring spirit of reggae. So, if you're ever feeling down or need a dose of inspiration, just remember Buju Banton's story. The man who turned his struggles into melodies and his dreams into reality. Thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Until next time, keep the music alive.